Hello, everybody. I'm Chef Joshna here with the Communal Lunch Project, and this is another episode of Ask Joshna, where I answer all of your questions about food and cooking because I really want you to have more fun in your kitchens. So today we have 3 questions from students. Very exciting. Thank you for that. The first question is, how do I use spices? What are the combinations that work? So that is a mega question, and there's an equally mega answer. And so what I've done is I've dug around and I found some resources that I think will be really, really helpful to sort of teach you about sort of genres of spices and then how they work together. It's actually a bit more of a complicated story. So we're going to post some stuff on the website tomorrow, and that will hopefully answer that question. So stay tuned for the web posting on that. I've got a bit of a chart together for how to use spices, how to understand spices, and how they work with each other, right? It's a lot of fun. I would say just have at it and give it a go. But there is some thinking. There is some wisdom behind this that I can share. So stay tuned for some fun stuff on the website about that. Second question is, can you please share some recipes that are cooked in under half an hour? So I'm not going to give you specific recipes, but I'm going to tell you about dishes that are quick to cook. The first thing that comes to my mind is breakfast for dinner, right? Making an omelet in under half an hour is a snap. Scrambled eggs and toast, under half an hour, no problem. So think of egg-based things, because eggs cook quickly. It's really a matter of sometimes just seconds for some egg dish to come together. So eggs is one. Another thing that's really good is pasta, right? Pasta generally takes between 6 and 9 minutes to boil. So if you can get your act together to get a really quick pan sauce while the pasta is boiling, in half an hour you'll have a delicious meal ready to go. Other things to think about if you want to think about fish and animal protein, fish is also a very fast cook. So if you're going to sear a piece of fish, a chicken breast will cook at 425 degrees in 20 minutes. Guaranteed, I promise. So if you can, the first thing you do is put that chicken breast in the oven. By the time you're done prepping all the rest of your vegetables, it should be good and ready to go for you. So thinking about eggs, pasta, fish and chicken, and another thing that I love is like a mega sandwich, right? I'm a big fan of things like a croque madame or a croque monsieur, which is essentially like a cheese and ham or cheese and turkey sandwich, like you'd make perhaps grilled cheese style, but then you dip the whole sandwich in an egg mixture, like for French toast, and cook that on the stove. If you make that sandwich for yourself with a green salad, that is a killer lunch or dinner or breakfast for that matter. So there's a lot you can do in half an hour, really hearty salads. You can hard cook yourself a couple of eggs and then pull out whatever vegetables you've got, crank open a can of beans, get some greens together, and hopefully maybe you've made a vinaigrette that's already hanging out in your fridge, and you can pull a hearty salad together easily in under half an hour. Okay, and the final question is some help in getting the timing right for boiling leafy greens so they don't get mushy. Let me honestly tell you, there's no reason why you should be boiling leafy greens. They will almost always get mushy unless you blanch them, right? So blanching is a cooking technique where you get the water to a boil, like for pasta or whatever it is, and you put the greens in, but you hold them in there for like a minute, right? Because greens are really, really fragile and they will wilt quickly. You hold them in there for a minute, pull them out, and shock them instantly in cold water. That's going to stop the cooking process. It's going to keep the integrity of it exactly as it is at that moment. And that is how you're going to prevent your greens from getting soggy. So really, I would not boil greens at all, unless you're looking for a really sort of mushy, soupy kind of thing. I would saute your greens, which is just a bit of oil in the pan and leaves in the oil kind of moving around a medium-high-ish heat. Or I would blanch them, which means rolling boiling water with some salt, dip the greens in, depending on the greens, right? It's different for chard versus kale and collards, which are thicker, leatherier greens. Maybe 2 minutes in, and you'll see the greens brighten up, right? That green color will come to life. Pull it right out, shock it in cold water, and that stops the cooking. And really, you want to get in the cold water and really agitate it around so there's no hot spots in the water. And then that is ready for you to do whatever you like to it. So don't boil your greens. Blanch them or saute them or steam them if you like. And you'll have much, much better success that way. Okay, Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for asking your questions. These will all be posted on Wednesday for you, and I look forward to chatting with you again. Thanks for watching another episode of Ask Joshna. Have a great day.